Hello friends, welcome to JavaScript tutorial. In this tutorial, we will learn about the events. Events. By using JavaScript, we have the ability to create dynamic web pages. Events are the actions that can be detected by JavaScript. Every element on a web page has certain events which can trigger a JavaScript. For example, we can use the onClick event for a button element to indicate that a function will run when a user clicks on the button. Here, these are the examples of events. Clicking a button, a page is finished loading, an image is finished loading, moving the mouse cursor over an element, entering an input field, submitting a form, and any keystroke. Events are normally used in combination with functions. HTML event attributes. To assign events to HTML elements, you can use the event attributes. For assigning an onClick event to a button element, here this is the simple syntax. This is the element name, then event name, and then name of function. Let's see one example. Here this is the example. To assign event through attribute of HTML element. Here this is button ID and this is the name of event on click is equal to name of function of JavaScript F1. Here this is the function and this function is going to change of inner HTML for the demo ID element of paragraph tag. So let's see the output. So I'm going to click on this button. So here comes our text. Assign events using the HTML DOM. You can assign events to HTML elements within a script or a function. For assigning onClick event on a button document, here this is the simple syntax. Document dot get element by ID, then ID name dot event name is equal to function. Let's see the example. Here this is the example. Here we have written document dot get element by ID, the name of ID. Here this ID points to button. Then dot event name is equal to function F1. Here this function is used to change the inner HTML of demo ID, which is paragraph here. So let's see the output. I'm going to click on this button. Here it is. Then onload and onUnload event. The onload and onUnload events are triggered when the user enters or leaves the page. The onload event can be used to check the visitor's browser type and browser version and load the proper version of the web page based on the information. The onload and onUnload events can be used to deal with cookies. Let's see one example. Here this is the simple example for onload. Here we have written body, inside body tag name of event onload is equal to name of function. So whenever our page will be opened, at that time this check function will be executed. And this check function is used to open the alert box with some string. Let's see the output. I am going to refresh this. While refreshing means entering into web page. At that time this alert box is opened. Okay. Then on focus, on blur and on change event. The on focus, on blur and on change events are often used in combination with validation of form fields. Then on submit event. The on submit event can be used to validate form fields before submitting it to browser. Then on mouse over, on mouse out event. The on mouse over and on mouse out events can be used to trigger a function when the user mouse is over or out of an HTML element. Let's see the example for on mouse over and on mouse out event. Here, this is the example. Here in division tag, we have applied on mouse over and on mouse out event. So whenever we moves our cursor to this division tag, at that time m over function will be executed, and whenever we move out our cursor from this division tag, at that time m out function will be executed. Here mouse over function is used to change the inner HTML of this division tag. Let's see the output. So here this is our division tag, and I am going to move our mouse cursor inside this division tag. So here it's changing, and then move mouse out. Now on mouse down, on mouse up and on click event. The on mouse down and on mouse up and on click events are all the parts of a mouse click. First, when a mouse button is clicked, then on mouse down event is triggered. Then when the mouse button is released, the on mouse up event is triggered. Finally, when the mouse button click is completed, then on click event is triggered. Let's see the example. In this example, in this division tag we have applied on mouse down and on mouse up event. Whenever on mouse down event is triggered, at that time this m down function will be executed. Same way, whenever this on mouse up event is triggered, at that time this m up function will be executed. This function is used to change this division tag's style and inner HTML. Now let's see the output. Here this is our division tag. Now I am going to continue press this division tag. So it changed color with inner HTML. Now I am going to release this button. So when releasing the button, at that time the on mouse up event is triggered.